Highlands Coffee. Coffee day, coffee morning, early morning, nice morning. Nobody on yet. Early morning here in Da Nang. See if anybody's awake yet. Still nobody. Everybody's still sleeping. No top fans yet. Look at the beach. Oh, everybody's missing a good live. What should we talk about? I don't know. It's an awesome day. Early morning here. We're having coffee in Da Nang. Sunny day. Beach across the street. Lovely morning. We're at Highlands Coffee. The Dog Adventure. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a good morning. Early morning here in Vietnam. Either you're having morning or evening or night. Good. Awesome, buddy. How's everything? It's a lovely morning here. Oh, evening. Where are you from? You're probably from either Canada or United States. You can see a lovely day here. It's like 6:30 in the morning, maybe 7 a.m. Yeah, just having coffee to start the morning. Well, thanks for stopping by. Let's see what everybody else is doing. Hello, John. How you doing, John? How you doing, dog? We still got 7 people on. No likes. Hit the like. Hello from Niagara Falls. Hello, buddy. I'm actually from Alberta, but I live in Vietnam now, huh? I live in Da Nang City. I'm originally from Edmonton, Alberta. How's everything in Canada? We're just having coffee. We're at Highlands. You can see the beach from here. Mm. Oh, you moved? Yeah, I moved too. I lived in Edmonton for a long time, huh? Just last year I took the move to Asia. I still go back to Canada like 3 months a year. I go work a little bit here and there in the oil field, but not much anymore. I'm semi-retired, huh? I don't like the cold anymore. The cold scared me out of Alberta. Hello, my friend. How do you say your name? Delevy. Good morning to you, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. We're just chilling here, having coffee. After our coffee, we'll plan out our day, what we're going to do. I'm thinking I'm going to walk in different neighborhoods today. Oh, you work in Cenovus? I work at Suncor when I do go back. I do one shutdown a year. I was there for 4 months this year in Canada. I worked from, what is it, April to July. I like Canada, but it's not the same anymore, huh? It's like, it doesn't even feel like Canada anymore. I used to love Canada. Plus, I don't like the cold weather anymore. As I'm getting older, it's too hard on me. Yeah, it's not the same anymore. It changed a lot. $20 years ago, Canada was still pretty good. Now, I wouldn't even call it Canada. They brought the country down, brought the wages down. Cost of living keeps going up. Yeah. You love Canada, Levy? Well, you would have loved Canada 20 years ago. 30 years ago, it was even better. You missed the good part of Canada. I've been to the Philippines too, Levy. I've been to your country. I've been to Cebu City, Cagayan de Oro, Batangas, a little bit of everywhere in the Philippines. But home for me now is Vietnam, even though I'm from Canada. Canada is just overpriced now. Cavite, actually, I have a friend in Cavite. First time I went to Cavite was like 2000, let's say, yeah, about 2018. I remember my friend took me up there. Had coffee at their place. Had a couple beers. We had some Red Horse. Well, actually, whole Canada is just expensive. Doesn't matter where you go in Canada now. There's nowhere cheap. Everywhere's cost arm and a leg. And wages haven't gone up with cost of living. You're lucky if you work in oil field, you're not too bad. But if you don't work in oil field like some people, very expensive. Like I was lucky. I worked in an oil field for over 20 years. Yeah, I've been that way too, Baguio. What's that one right? It's not far from Manila, where they got the volcano. Katatke or something like that. It's pretty cool there too. It's actually a nice looking city or town. They got the volcano in a lake. I work for the environmental now, a big $180. Oh yeah. If you're doing something else, you're not making that big money in the oil field, like $500 a day. Well, the richest part in the Philippines, I'm not saying like wages part. I say would be Bukidnon. They got farmland and everything there. I was up in Bukidnon during COVID. Bukidnon, I was in. Now I can't even think the city I was staying at. It wasn't Valencia. It was a smaller place. It was actually a nice area. It was right before going the Davao turnoff. Been to so many places, I forget about some of the names. But out of the Philippines, my favorite place is Cagayan de Oro. Well, when I was in COVID in the Philippines, it was just there was lockdowns, yeah. There was no flights going to the provinces, and yeah, some of the towns were kind of locked down. All you needed was go get a pass to go to the next town, but it wasn't really strict. I was just leaving as COVID was getting bad in the Philippines. And when I got back to Canada wasn't too bad yet. Because when I got to the airport in Canada, nobody was wearing masks yet. At the time, I spent 9 months in the Philippines. It was just hard getting flights back home. That was the hard part. And the Philippines didn't open up like 2023. I think they were the last country to open up. I went back once after COVID, and it didn't feel like the same anymore, the Philippines. It got more westernized like the United States. It was like too many foreigners coming there and tours, and prices were going up. So after that, I made the move to Vietnam. Yeah, I was locked down in the province for a long time during COVID. It was hard to get a plane out. And even if you thought you had a plane out, last minute it would get canceled. That's the only reason I didn't really trust going to staying in Philippines long term. You never knew war was going to break out there with China or any other place there. There's always that tension. Just like Taiwan, I love to stay Taiwan long term, but there's always tension. But Vietnam actually been pretty damn good to me. I can't complain about it. Way cheaper than the Philippines, but it's more modern, huh? Compared to the Philippines. Infrastructure is better. Wi-Fi is way better. Money goes a long ways here. I only spend like $1,500 a month here, Canadian. Everything's very cheap here. Like this coffee I just had, that's like probably like $2. You can live cheap here or you can live expensive. You can live from $1,000 to $3,000 a month. If you go to the bars every night, of course it's gonna get expensive. Oh yeah, like here, my cost of living for a month, I paid more for my rent in Canada. Here your transportation is very cheap. You can get like a scooter. You can rent it for like less than $20 a month. Your gas is like $6 a week. But you are seeing more people leaving Canada because they can't keep up with the cost of living, huh? Especially when they retire. There's no way real estate should cost that much or rent should cost that much. Everything just overpriced. I have a girlfriend here actually, John. We've been together now 2 years. Yeah, life is actually pretty good here. Most part of Asia is pretty good. Even the Philippines was good to me. I never complained about the Philippines. I just didn't like was too many foreigners were coming there. Kind of ruined the local feel. So you can see I live by the beach, not far away. I live by everything here. For me, everything's almost walking distance. Like I pay for I go to the gym. My gym membership was like $20 a month. That will be Philippines. Then my school was in Central. I stayed more in Mindanao, Levy. Most of my time was like Cagayan de Oro area, Bukidnon, Davao. Spent time in Cebu, Manila, Batangas. I had a lot of good times in the Philippines, but things just changed over the last few years there. Yeah, I'm part indigenous. I'm Métis. I got the Métis accent. I just did the move. I just didn't like Canada anymore. It was like in Edmonton, was just too many homeless. Everywhere I go, I always see homeless, crime. I just got tired of that. I'm semi-retired. I pulled my union pension at 50. And I make money online. I do, I trade stocks, crypto. I still go do one shutdown a year in Canada. Yeah, there are a lot of festivals in the Philippines. They got that big one in Cebu City every year. I think that's in January. Hey, Levy, what brought you to Canada? It's very humid here today. Getting hot, humid. Yesterday was like 33 degrees, plus the humid like 39. Oh yeah. The thing is, a lot of like the Métis and natives, they still, I'm sure they can do very well, but it's just the cycle of drinking and drugs, They can't break that cycle. That's the part most natives. Like the natives I know, they're actually very well off. Not many of them really drink. Other than probably the right circle. Like I did with sports when growing up, did a lot of fastball, hockey and all that stuff. So I didn't fall into the drugs and gangs and all that shit. And then I started working in the oil field. I did that over 20 years. I still do it. I got into investing at a young age. I just knew I didn't want to live in Canada. Yeah, if you can break that cycle, you'll do very well as a native or Métis, whatever. Just they can't break that cycle. I'm sure you can do very well in Asia, John. You're going to have a pension coming or something with that, or a lot of investments, you do very well. Even if you work 6 months in Canada and 6 months abroad, you'll still be better off. Like my girlfriend's Vietnamese, She's an awesome lady. She works, she has her own job. Oh, thanks for the sub. I'm just restarting my channel. I haven't done nothing for about a year, And I figure, I got nothing else to do. I'll restart my channel here. Get it going again. Do some small videos. I don't do the editing or anything. I just do raw videos. I just make videos how life really is. No sugarcoating it. If something's not good, I tell you. Most YouTubers just lie, say, you can live here for $500 a month. No, you can't. I'm going to try to do at least one live a day now. Yeah. Better you just tell the truth. People respect you more. A lot of people, oh, you can live like a king for 500. No, you can't. Unless you're living in a hut. I say you probably live here about 1,000 American, about 1,500 Canadian. You live very well. $2,000, you have a great life. And if you're living on $3,000 a month, you can travel around a lot. You can go to Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia, Cambodia, Japan, even Japan, Korea. You can feel how humid it is right now. In Ontario too, I think it gets very humid in the summer, I got a lot of friends from Ontario that I work with. lot of them are from like Sarnia. Few from Toronto area. Well, later probably gonna go walk around, find more local neighborhoods. That 10K a month, that's like 5 months living here on a good life. You know what I was making in the oil field? I gave up making $50 an hour full time to be here. I gave up the rat race to have freedom. What did I work? I worked 4 months. I grossed about 64,000. Oh, nice. There's a lot of nuke plants down there now, huh? My buddy said, well, asked me to come work in a nuke plant last year. A lot of people were working up at Kitimat at LNG. I didn't go up there. I just did one shutdown at Suncor. Suncor's a shithole, but pays good money during shutdowns. It's like one of the older plants, but dirty, shitty work. Nothing really good about it, but pays very well. I worked a long time at Syncrude there too. Where else did I work? Long Lake, CNRL. I worked at one Sonova job that was by Cold Lake. Oh yeah, Suncor is very good money. Like I said, I grossed $64,000 in 4 months there. People say, you're crazy, why you gave up $50 an hour to be there? Foster Creek, I think that's where I worked. It was by the bombing range. But that was years ago. I went to help my friends though. They had a company there. I wasn't doing nothing at the time. They own a native company, huh? Yes, I remember doing that at the gate there. You gotta have a pass, you gotta sign all this stuff. Because I remember going by Lakori there, it wasn't far away from there. I didn't mind that job. It was nice. That was a nice plant. Very clean plant, nice work. Was nothing like Suncor. Suncor just filled up coke dust and everything. Asbestos because it's an older plant. Yeah, if you ever work at Suncor, it's like working in an old coal mine. That's funny. I'm sure you picked up a lot of girls in that Cold Lake area. That was quite the party town. There was all those girls there. Just depends if they were good girls or bad girls. Well, buddy, I'm gonna let you go. It's getting very humid and hot here, so I need some air conditioning. I'll probably do a live tonight or one for sure tomorrow morning. So I'll see you then, buddy. You take care, John.